See this face right here? This is the face of someone who's about to go 22 hours without sleeping. Rome in 24 hours for less than $100. Let's get into it. We woke up at 2 to catch our taxi that was scheduled to be here at 3, arrived at the bus station at around 3:30, and literally nobody told me that it was going to be 48 degrees and freezing for the hour that we had to wait for our bus. This tent gave us about 1 extra degree of warmth, which we were super grateful for. After an hour of freezing our toes off, we were finally able to board the bus at 4:30. And after about 3 hours of trying and failing to sleep, I gave up and decided to watch the pretty sunrise before we finally made it to the bus station in Rome. In an attempt to save money, we tried to walk to breakfast, but soon found out that all of the breakfast places that we wanted to go to within walking distance were closed, so we ended up getting a taxi instead. When we finally did get to the only breakfast place that was open, we did have to wait 40 minutes for a table to open up for us, but it was so worth it. Breakfast was delicious. After breakfast, we changed into our dresses because we are going to see the Pope at the Vatican today. And when we finally made it to the Vatican, we had to go through 2 different gigantic lines of security, and I'm glad that they let me in with my giant backpack because I honestly did not expect that they would. And that was not something that I had thought of beforehand. Once we were all clear, we found a spot in this giant crowd, and I'll stop talking for a second so you can hear everyone clapping for the Pope. And I'm back. The Pope then blessed the entire crowd of people, which included us. And Mr. Pope just has incredible timing because just as he finished his blessing, these bells started to ring, and they lasted for about 2 straight minutes. Then, while we were waiting for the impossibly gigantic crowd of people to exit the Vatican, we decided to all try the water fountains, which are honestly my favorite part of Rome and the only place in Italy where you will be able to get free water. Then Raquel tried to take a nap in the middle of the piazza, but before she could actually fall asleep, we all went to go get gelato, which we brought down to eat by the Tiber River. Yes, there were lots and lots of stairs to get back up, but thankfully we had another taxi waiting for us at the top to take us back to the bus station in Rome. After boarding this bus, there was a brief moment of panic when we thought that this bus didn't have a bathroom like the first bus did, but not to fear, I did find the bathroom. On the way back to Florence, I did the math homework that I forgot to do before we left, and then for the rest of the trip, we watched the beautiful sky put on an amazing show for us. After our 4-hour bus sentence brought us back to Florence, we took a tram home, which brought us to a grand total of $78.04. Could we have done this for cheaper? Absolutely. But by the end of our trip, we were all completely satisfied with the day and the cost.